Welcome back to the Rob and Savage podcast. Got a special guest, entrepreneur, survivor. Man, tell the people who you are, man.
And my name is Kyree Thomas. I'm from Nashville. Probably I'm most known for this platform called Whiskey TV. It's pretty much a music platform based out of Nashville. That's the best way to describe it. Before I kind of like got a direction for it, I kind of just really said, just think of like the world star from Nashville. Even though I don't post
Right,
content
right,
like
right,
that,
right.
I do freestyles, mainly interviews, performance videos or artists. But just think of it kind of like the world star.
First off, man, I like that.
Unless you look at it for yourself and you get your own idea.
Right. Okay, now I get that. I get that. Right, okay, so I got a word for you, man. You tell me what comes to your mind when I say this. Overcome.
Okay.
What comes to mind when you think of it
For me, or just in general?
for you?
For me, when I hear overcome, I hear about I think about health problems that I had in the past. So I spent about 2 years battling cancer, and that was something that I really had to overcome. That's immediately what comes to mind when I hear the word overcome.
Okay. Okay, so if you don't mind, tell us, man, what cancer you get overcome?
Blood cancer, lymphoma. I can't look. I'm gonna keep it real. When they was telling me about all the different types and all that type of stuff, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know nothing about all that. I'm
Yeah,
just sick, down bad. I'm just thinking to myself, man, I don't want to deal with this stuff.
right,
Like my parents, they probably, I'm pretty sure they know about all the different types and all that. Like, I don't. I never even really did. I was just like, man, I just want to get this over with, get it out the way. I ain't gonna lie. It used to be times where I used to think I would take it, or I wouldn't even. I wasn't thinking about like this, what type it was, nothing like that.
right. Nah, that's deep, bro. Because I ain't like to. I think even in the black community, we kind of brush that off. We want to not think about it.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't know all the forms either. I'm 35. Like I don't. I've heard of the one, yeah, but I don't really know the significance of it. What are they even attack?
I know it has something to do with white blood cells.
Okay.
I'm the wrong person
I
to
got
ask,
you. I got
but
you. I got you.
every time I go to the doctor, though, I actually get checked up pretty often. Like my doctor always tell me like I'm way more healthy than the average person, and they say that because like I get checked up on all the time, and I know that they check my white blood counts a lot. It has something to do with your immune system, and it's one other thing I can't remember, but it has something to do with your blood count.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you informed me because I did not know. Like I said, I've heard of it. Just didn't know. I've always heard about you hear about breast cancer or
Yeah, yeah, that's the one
lung
that you hear
cancer,
a lot
right?
about. Yeah.
But the other ones is like it's like a taboo thing. I feel like in the black community.
It's a lot of different types. Though. Like when I'm just in the doctor and I'm just hearing about all that stuff. Man, it's really a lot of different types, and it's a lot of different ways that you gotta treat. You gotta treat different. You gotta treat people differently. Like since I'm pretty small. I always been real skinny. I had the type of treatment that they treat that kids had.
Okay.
Like since I'm smaller, right? Like if I was bigger, I don't think my treatment would have been as long as it would. But since I'm skinny and I can't take as many chemotherapy drugs at once, it probably, I mean, it did do some damage to my body, but being that I'm skinnier, I had to get smaller doses over a longer period of time. If that makes sense.
I got you. I got
But yeah, they treat like everybody's different. Like nobody gets like the same type of treatment from my understanding.
you. Oh, I didn't know that. You know
And it's so many. Yeah, it's really so many different things that goes into that. Yeah, so many different factors. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, I'm comfortable talking about all that type of stuff, but that's all in the past. Oh, okay. So as crazy as this sounds, I think like really it was just a cough, believe it or not. So I'll explain. So it was really just a cough, like, but it wasn't like a normal cough. Like it was like bad. Like it was bad. Like you could tell like something was wrong. But like a lot of times when you have a cough, like you might just put it off. Like you just
Yeah.
think it ain't nothing. So maybe like 2 weeks went by, it started getting worse and worse. And my mom was telling me, she was like, "Man, you need to go get that checked out. You need to go to the urgent care or something like that." And I went to the urgent care, and she was like, "There's no movement on your left lung." I pretty much had a tumor that was on my left lung, and she thought that it was collapsed. So she was like, "Man, you just need to go to the emergency room now." And I did. And they did them scans, and they seen something right there. But that was literally all discovered because of the cough. But thanks to COVID, like my mom, she always say like COVID saved my life because if it wasn't for that, we probably would have just pushed it off and let it drag on longer, and then it probably could have spread. So yeah, it was really just discovered like just the cough, like the lingering cough that would just not go away. I don't smoke. I don't do anything that I really consider as unhealthy. It's just I can't even tell you where it came from. It was really just a cough. But since then, I always tell people like no matter who it is, like no matter how small you think something is, I say go get it checked out because you never know what it is. Like, not to scare anybody, but like I discovered, I don't know what stage it was. Like that's something I ain't never know either.
Right.
I discovered a form of cancer with this cough. Like, it seemed like a regular cough. That's really all it was. Like, really, no lie. Like I ain't feel no. Okay, well, wait. One other thing. I used to drink energy drinks. I still do, but like it's all in moderation. Like I ain't going crazy drinking 3 or 4 a day. The left side of my body, I can't really explain how it felt. It just felt different than the right side of my body, and I thought that was because I was drinking too much energy drinks at the time. So I was trying to cut down those. So I thought that's what it was, but like like right here, it just felt different. Like, I can't even explain. Like I could just tell like it's hard. It's so hard
No,
to
I
explain.
understand.
I could just
I
tell
understand.
that like something wasn't right here, but I thought it was linked to me drinking energy drinks. That's another thing. So a cough and like this part of my body just feels different than the rest of my body. I'm pretty sure it was linked to that too.
Man, that's wow. I gotta ask you, man, how did having cancer change your view on life?
I ain't gonna lie. Really, in a good way. Mainly in a good way. So now, like I ain't gonna lie, I appreciate life a lot more than I did before. And since I spent like a lot of time where like I couldn't do nothing, like I wasn't doing anything. I was just sick all the time, sick at home. I'm a workaholic, so I
Mm-hmm.
don't really like sitting at home. It made me want to like now just work all the time because of all that time I missed. But I appreciate just life more period. Like I just like being like I talked about this in an interview with I think Cruise Control.
Okay.
Um, I just I'm trying to think of what's the best way to say this. Like I appreciate like the smallest things. Like a few days ago, I was playing PlayStation. I be on PlayStation pretty heavy with my friends. I appreciate just being able to do small things like that because think about it from my perspective, it was a time where like I couldn't even do that. Like,
Yeah.
I appreciate the time where like I could just call my friends and just talk about random stuff.
Right. Right.
It's just really the small thing. Like I appreciate life way more, way more.
Did it make you feel more spiritual? You getting closer to God? How was your relationship before that?
I don't think it changed it in that perspective, to be honest with you. But what I will say is really just all around though. I just appreciate like life for what it is. Like I appreciate just being able to, just do stuff like this. Like
Right. Right.
everything you can think of. Like
Right.
there's so many things that I want to do. Like I remember my mama told me, she was like, "Man, I want you to think of all the things you want to do for your birthday. Think about all the life plans you got because you're still gonna be able to do it." I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking, like I never expressed it. I was thinking, like, man, I used to be able to do this. My life over before it even got to start. I'm only in my younger 20s. Like I just used to think all this stuff was over. So
Mm-hmm.
now that I got a second chance, though, it makes me
Right.
want to go 10 times harder. Everything.
I like that.
That's what it mainly came.
I mean, a lot of times when we go through dramatic things in our life, getting over it is when we have awakening.
Yeah,
Like we mentioned earlier about COVID. I know a lot of people, even in my family, that COVID was a wake up call, good or bad, financially, all those things.
yeah,
So I get it. You're a survivor. So, man, I can tell that you are passionate about what you've been through. I think a lot of people gonna watch this and be like, okay, he ain't give up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. He told me not to give up. Real quick. I would, if I would have gave up, if I would have, let that, just take over my mind and make me just forget, like, I ain't no telling what I'd be doing
Hey, what you got?
right now. Yeah. So actually, my family actually was very, very supportive. Like, I can only think of a few people that I say wasn't. That's probably on my part, and I'll explain that a little later. But on my birthday, on the 2021, on my birthday, like they surprised me. Like it's on my Instagram. I'll show y'all. But pretty much, like everybody, they had shirts on my birthday, and it all said like the cousin of a survivor. Here, I'm gonna just let y'all see it real quick. So that's my brother on the right side. It said my brother's a warrior. Like everybody surprised me like with shirts like that.
Okay.
And I got my own shirt like that. Like it was real cool. So in general, they was all in general they was all just pretty supportive of that, and that opened my eyes right there. Showed me that like I really got a super strong support system.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would say was an issue is that I personally like still to this day. I ain't gonna lie. Like I understand, people want to vent and all that type of stuff. I ain't gonna lie. Like in general, I feel like I'm a pretty positive person. So really, I don't like when people call me to talk about negative things or just anything like that in general.
Right.
So think about it. I'm at the doctor all day. Um, it's on my mind all day. Like I have to battle cancer. I didn't like when I would have like people call me and be like, "Hey, so how your doctor stuff going? How your doctor stuff going?" This might be different for other people, but I personally didn't like that because you know I felt like
they're just checking in on it.
yeah, they just checking in, so I get it, but I just didn't like the fact that every time my phone rang, every time my phone rang, that I'm hearing stuff like that. I wanted
Right.
people to just call me and talk about random stuff, other stuff, like anything but that. You know what I'm saying? So it might be different for other people, but that's the only thing that I didn't like. And I kind of like fell back from people that was doing that a lot because I just didn't want that cloud in my mind. But in general, though, my friends and family were pretty supportive. But people that did that too much, I kind of had to tell them. And look, I understand that you're concerned, but I just don't want to talk about it in the moment. I don't really want to talk. They was pretty supportive.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot to take in, and because when we hear that word, it's just we automatically thinking work.
Yeah.
So I know people calling you in, and you really ain't trying to talk about this. I'm trying to get it out of my mind.
Yeah.
But even in your other endeavors, man, how did that affect what sleep you do?
Oh man. So I feel like it definitely hurt the growth,
Okay.
but I think I done a pretty good job of bouncing back though. Like I remember I ended up making a post, letting people know that like man, I stopped posting. It's because I'm too sick to work. Like I can't go out and make content. I can't do anything like that. So I remember I went like 3, 4 months with just out posting anything. But I remember though, like I didn't realize how many people that like I guess I affected out here because I literally had like no lie, probably like 500 plus people hitting me up on some like, man, you inspired me to do this, or you motivated me to do this, or just things like that. So a lot of people did reach out and like show their support, but since like there's anything content related, I think breaks. Yeah, you can take breaks from time to time. You can't take breaks super
No,
long
you
like
can't.
that
No, no.
because people will like they will literally forget about you and go to whoever else is making content. Like that's just the way it is.
Right.
So it did take me a minute whenever I started back posting content to get things going. But I think since I made that post, people was like, I can't just forget about you like that. Like this is uncontrollable. So 2022, I was really still going. I did a lot of. I was doing a lot of work. I probably shouldn't have been. Chemo, but like I told you, I'm a workaholic. Like I always have to work.
Yeah.
But October 2023 is when I really started like being 100% consistent with it. Or maybe summer 2023 is when I started really being consistent with it. And now I've started to see like that growth, like crazy growth. It slows stuff down, but it's just like I don't know. It just fueled me to go hard. It gave me time to think, but just mess things out.
Right, and that's a crazy timeline. Like, because like that's not like our growth was moving too around that same time like that summer.
2022.
I just said 23. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
The summer of 2023
Uh-huh.
to now is when ours. But something like that summertime or something like that, but that from summer to October is like a boom for us. Like you said in 2022, same thing for y'all. Yeah, like it was. So I don't know what's up with that time frame, but yeah, it's the exact same thing. Like we've been on ever since.
No, it's good.
Yeah, thank you. But so mentally though, you still posting even though you're sick. But was that was sleep TV also giving you more motivation to this whole process too? Like I'm gonna beat this and I'm gonna keep on grinding because I got something to live for.
Was Sleep TV give me motivation? The supporters are just like
Just knowing that
the
you have to
platform.
grind to do this platform. Like this is something I really want to make boom. I ain't gonna let this illness stop.
Man, not really. I
Okay.
ain't gonna lie. Okay. Not really. It was. I think that was really mainly just me.
Okay.
To
Okay.
just,
Having the wheel.
yeah, in the will to just want to be like successful. Like I'm a man. Like yeah, we men. Like for the most part, like if you ain't gonna be successful, like let's keep it real. You ain't really gonna amount to nothing.
Like we were talking about earlier, like depression.
Yeah.
You have to be. You ain't like a man.
Yeah, you gotta make something. You gotta make something. The way it is. Right. So I'm. That's in the back of my mind. I'm thinking for myself, man, I done lost 2 years, so I gotta keep going. I wouldn't say just the platform or just anybody else motivated me to do it. I think it was mainly because like look. So when I first started with saying, man, a lot, man, I used to get a lot of hate. I still do to this day. Still to this day. So you finna ask something? Yes. Because I mean, right at the time you were gonna ask, like, what made you come up? Oh, what sleep? What Oh yeah, so okay. It's a lot to it, but if y'all really got time, I can explain. Yeah.
All right, everybody, it's official. Our official home buyer seminar is going down at the Nashville Bordeaux Branch Library on May 30th at 6 o'clock. It's official. And Lena Bina said be there. Say be there, Lena.
Be there. You better be there.
You better be there. You heard it from the queen herself. See you there.
Okay, so what made me start with sleep? Okay, so first off, I got my first computer when I was like 6 or 7. Right? That was a while ago, and I think it was a what is it called, Windows XP. I don't know. It was a while ago. It was one of the first like Windows desktop.
Okay.
And I was like I said, I was super young. I probably had to be like 6, 7. And my mom used to tell me like, man, look, it's your computer. You can do what you want with it, but you can't use it until you learn like how to type. There used to be like some kiddie typing program, right? But I did what she said. I learned how to type in there, right? And it's funny because like whenever I be out in public and I be on my computer, y'all ever seen like Dexter's Laboratory and see how he be typing like that's how I be, and people be looking at me like, what is he doing? But like that's how good I am at typing. Yeah. So I always been super good at typing, right?
Yeah.
After I got past that, and I started getting on the internet and stuff, I was just learning how to do just random stuff. Like when I was probably like 8, I already knew like video editing stuff. I used to use something called Sony Vegas. You familiar with that? I don't even know if it's around, but it was like one of the first video programs ever. And I think Photoshop was around that time. I don't know, but I was just super advanced on the computer, young. Like I used to play this thing called Club Penguin. Yeah, you know that. Yeah, like I used to be on there like hacking to get like coins, like, just to put in perspective, like how just crazy. Yeah, like I was crazy on the computer.
6 or 7 years old. Yeah, you man.
Yeah. So yeah. So at that point, I'm just learning how to do so many different things on the computer. countless things. But the next thing that I learned how to do is I learned how to make beats. So all throughout middle school and high school, for the most part, I was known for making beats, right? But I eventually stopped making beats. But this goes into what's sleep. So since I was making beats and I was, getting beats around to the artists that I knew, once I stopped making beats, it was easy for me to like find who to do an interview with because I knew all the artists from making beats. The last person that I ever produced for was Trapping and Dale. Y'all, yeah, Trapping and Dale. That was in I think 2016. That was the last song I ever produced. So once I got a camera, I was thinking to myself like, man, part of the reason why I stopped making beats is because I didn't really know too many Nashville. Like it wasn't that much of a scene that I knew of at the time. Like and that was young. Like for the most part, all I knew was Stars of
Right,
and exclusive at the time. And Bree, I went to school with them. But that's really just about it. So at the time, I'm seeing Say Cheese grow. I'm seeing this platform called The Show Magazine. You know about Detroit, so you probably know about that. The Show Magazine? Yeah. Joseph and Fashion is on there running. So I was like, man, I can shoot music videos, but I can also like come up with a brand to do something like that. And just to make a long story short, I pretty much took the For Show magazine formula and brought it down to Nashville. Just started interviewing anybody I can. And really, I just built it up to what it is now. Like I learned as I went. Like I just learned as I go. So I was just watching Vlad TV, Say Cheese, For Show magazine, watching them grow, see how they make content, see how they did things, and I just took that idea and brought it down to Nashville.
Bro, that's deep because those are two of the platforms I watch a lot and real life street stories.
Vlad,
Glad say she and I actually know
For Show.
Sean.
Sean Carter?
Through Charleston White.
That's
stuff
all
like
right.
that. But the real life street stars, I watch them too.
Yeah.
So like,
Texas.
yeah, they all in Dallas, except for Vlad's in LA.
Yeah.
But and it took them years to get that, and it's astonishing that you got to where you are in a lot less time than they had.
Thanks, man.
Oh yeah, I think about it. I think say Cheese might have started in 2012 during the Vine years and all that stuff.
I didn't know he was around that long.
Yeah,
I watched in his interviews how he said like he used to work at Best Buy or something with his dad until he was like, man, I don't want to do this and making like $50 a day doing Say Cheese. He built it up to what it is now. I ain't know.
These guys been around for a while. Black been around for like 2001.
Yeah, Vlad been, he been around. He always talked about how he was around doing the documentary for what
Game documentary and all that.
Yeah. Days, so
G-Unit and all that stuff. Yeah, he's been around for a minute. Well, what's in the future for what's we gotta be on there soon. But what outside of that, what's new?
and so actually I brought up Kay earlier.
Okay.
She actually owns a studio here in Nashville. I want to put together like a studio or like selling studio time because I mean I'm talking to artists all the time. Like I'm politicking with them all the time. I think it just makes sense to use the what's sleeping name to go ahead and just build a studio and just sell studio time. Like you can pull up and get a freestyle or interview. We can get you some studio time. Like do it all. I think it just kind of makes sense to me. That's in my plans next for what's sleep. But you asking like just the grand scheme of things, what's the plans?
I mean, well, that's a big piece right there too, man. That's and solution to that. Like I think that's gonna gravitate a lot of people towards you doing that. But also when it comes to you, just people on your platform, like what's new, like any big time names coming down the pipeline when you watching out for?
A lot of times I do interviews, bro. Like I don't be booking things probably like 2, 3 months in advance. Sometimes it kind of just like depends on who's gonna be around. Like besides like interviews that I know I'm gonna be doing next month, I don't really know who I'm gonna be doing interviews next because a lot of times, like artists like a lot of times they don't really discipline stuff. Really, for me.
Well, what's the biggest artist you had come to it?
Probably Dilly, bro.
Dilly, oh, that's killer.
Yeah, and that was early on. That was like 2019. He reached out to me because of a list that I did.
Okay.
I had him on a list, and there was a bunch of people asking, "Who the hell is J-Ro? Who the hell is J-Ro?" So I guess he wanted to just hurry up and go in there and just explain like who he is, and they know who J-Ro is now.
Right, right.
That's probably the biggest. But to answer your question, like who's some big time names that I would say is gonna be on the platform? You might a lot of people might not see it as a big time name, but Joseph in Fashion, Coach Joey, I think he's a big deal. Like I tell him all the time, like really in almost every interview, I got the What Sleep formula from what he does up there in Detroit. So he told me that whenever we come down to Nashville, we gonna do that. Who else? Matt Critter. I mean, he's somebody that signed Gucci. He's pretty big up in Memphis. I think that's a big deal. But other than that, I don't know who else I can say. It's just like guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other things. Just hey, you here, I'm here, stuff like that. But I think my biggest plan, is starting the studio. I think that's gonna be a big step.
That's amazing. I'm gonna segue into some other endeavors that you got, bro.
Okay.
So pressure.
Yeah.
I know you told me off air that's more of your uncle's thing, but I know you're heavy in it.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about pressure.
Okay, so Pressure is a smoke shop slash dab bar that started in Midtown Nashville. My uncle started that. He used to go to dispensaries all in California and just other parts of the country where that stuff is 100% legal, where you can just go in and buy anything you wanted to. He used to FaceTime, man, I need to start something like that down there, like that. You know, stories like that down there. We gonna make a lot. Long story short, I think within like a year he put it together. He opened the first one in Midtown Nashville. It's over by Music Row in March 2021, actually. And I told you off camera, when he first opened it, he was telling me he was like, man, a lot of cancer patients they use this stuff because it helps with their symptoms. Like I said, I was just thinking to myself, like, why is he telling me this? And it ain't like I didn't believe him.
Right.
I was just like, oh, okay, that's cool, I guess.
Right.
It's just crazy that probably like 7 to 8 months later, like what he said, like I had to feel that myself, like that's fact. But March 2021, he opened the very first store. Sometime in 2022, I don't remember, he opened the second store. It was on some Nashville Pike in Nashville, by the fairground. I really didn't even know about that because I was sick at the time. Like I had to take a step back on the growth from that because I was sick. Like, I didn't even know about it until it opened. I was like, dang, that's crazy. I didn't know it was like expanding like that.
Right.
So over the
Quickly
past,
too.
yeah, quickly. Like the very last location that he just got, his FaceTime like 2 weeks ago. It's something that's right in front of the Chipotle in Vanderbilt and by the Starbucks. Like it's crazy. Like the reason why I took a step back on like a lot of my responsibilities on pressure is because, like I said, I was sick, and once I got back well, I was kind of like, man, I want to build on this what sleep thing. So, but yeah, pressure is dope. Like I can't really explain to you like the laws behind THCA, but it's pretty much legal stuff. Like it's right at the legal limit. So you can go into anybody that got 21 with an ID can go into your store and just buy some stuff.
Right, right. I mean, you explained some things that I know a lot of people got questions even with Buzz and Brews. Like, I know it's there
Like
too.
that, yeah.
So, and I'm gonna go on a limb and say this. I think that the state of Tennessee is gonna be the first state in the South to legalize marijuana. The reason why I say that is because of what they've done in the past when it comes to like the lottery. In fact, that was a Republican Democrat thing coming together. I think they're gonna see the benefit of the THC, and they're gonna like say some of the proceeds will go to metro schools and school system. That's gonna happen. It's too many Silicon Valley companies here too. They already was on it. Mark over, and then your uncle already set up shop.
Yeah, he tells me all the time, like, man, as soon as it's 100% legal, you're gonna be the first. He
It's
gonna be the
coming,
first
bro.
ones that like everybody come here. A lot of people do come there though. Like you'd be surprised, like the dad part,
Mhm.
it be dumped on Friday, Saturday, really on random weekdays. The one in Midtown, because that's really for like the tourists.
Yeah, yeah.
But a lot of people like they come there and they say, man, and it's high here, but it's really because that's where most of the tourists go,
Correct.
and probably Vanderbilt too.
We get the Vanderbilt students, Belmont students. Yeah, they do it too. You know what I mean? Right, right. Now I know there was something bad happened there recently, or
Oh yeah. So I wasn't there, so I can't really like say everything that happened, but somebody I guess was trying to get a refund on a date. Like, I don't know the whole story, and I think
yeah.
it's a legal situation, so I don't know if I should even really talk about that.
No, yeah, leave
But
that.
yeah, somebody was trying to get a refund, and he destroyed the register, threw the register at a 5'3" little white girl.
What?
Yeah, she's like 5'2", 5'3". Probably scared for her life. Yeah, that's gonna be a whole.
Yeah, no, that
It'll get worked out.
that's dumb. Yeah.
I ain't never had that type of stuff happen when I was working at the store. I feel like a lot of times when people bring issues into like stores like that or just that store, like they be picking like the right person to do that.
Yeah.
Because there's other people that work there. I know he probably did that.
Yeah.
I think they just picked.
And I think that same philosophy even in life. I feel like certain people they ain't gonna do that. Not saying all that so macho guy, but I feel like just certain things that he ain't gonna try it on. But yeah, man, like I told you off air, man, like I'm gonna come to the shop. I'm I love that. That's my thing. You know what I mean? Candace, she's a higher tolerance to me. Like she showed up. You know what I mean? She don't band, but yeah, I got the story. But nah, man, like I'm gonna check it out and just learn more about that whole. I don't really know too much outside of my sister telling me a little bit about CBD, THC. I don't know too much about that, but I do want to get more knowledgeable about it. So I'm gonna lean on you on that. I'll lean on y'all with that.
Okay. Yeah. Really, the people that like be in the stores, all the like that work there full time, they could tell you like a lot more. Like I ain't gonna lie, they know way more than I do.
I got you. I got you.
But I barely really. I don't really do that. I think the last time I really like worked behind the counter was probably like last summer. So
I got you.
like I said, I took a step back. I wanted to be asleep.
Hey, you doing it, bro? One thing I didn't get to step into, man. What side of town you from, man?
I grew up in Antioch,
Okay,
like over by Bell Road and Murfreesboro Road.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's changed over the years.
Yeah, I got your own little culture now, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't live there no more, but yeah, that's where I grew up. I went to Antioch.
Okay.
So like a lot of the people that are from Antioch, like we all know each other.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
It was cool growing up there though. Like I just posted a video like 3 days ago. This dude that I went to school with, it was high school was fun. A dude, I don't know if he had a substance to it or whatever, but dude turned on the instrumental D shit by Webby and just started rap battling in the middle of class. Like just to put in perspective how crazy school was. Like, high school was fun. I ain't going to Antioch High School.
it's funny you say that because like Antioch, my view of Antioch wasn't totally different from yours. You know what I'm saying? Like when I grew up, you live in Antioch, we thought you were rich.
Oh yeah. That's what people used to say all the time.
And then, but I don't know how old you are, but I know it's a story. Actually, I've seen it in the yearbook, so it is true. They say what's name went to Antioch for a year too. Um, not the Rock. The Rock went to Glencliff and McGavick.
Who's the rock?
The Rock wrestler.
For real?
Yeah, he did. But he used to work. Yeah, he used to work on Broadway, like as a bouncer at like 16 years old. They made a whole little thing on the Tennessee about
Is
it.
he from?
He's from, I think he's from Florida, but his dad was a wrestler, so he was traveling all over the place, Nashville, Memphis. They kind of just settled in Nashville for a good while, and then they ended up moving somewhere from the family divorce. Like that. So yeah, he did. What's the DJ that was the producer that was dating Summer Walker? They said he went to Antioch. I seen I put on there that I seen it in the yearbook. He did, and then they asked him about it. He's like, "Yeah, it's when his son with his relationship with his mom, they was traveling, whatever. He did live in Nashville for a little minute, then went moved back to him. True story.
That's new to me.
True sure.
I ain't never seen it yet.
He's a little older too, though. So
Yeah,
yeah, probably, but no, that happened.
Great.
Had to throw that little fun fact. But Antioch is different. Y'all had Hickory Hall Mall and all that stuff back then.
Yeah.
And yeah, Antioch Laverne was different. That's Kansas domain, so I'm gonna shit on it like that. That's city.
What you want to know? You got any questions about any of it? You want to know? I feel like I got a good, pretty. Maybe.
I mean, Antioch it has their own little hood culture now, which they didn't have at first. You know what I'm saying? You know, Bell Road is notorious now,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like that at all. Like
I ain't gonna lie. Look, I don't like driving over there. Like I really don't. Like when I moved from over there, I can say that now because I don't live over there. Like now, when I changed my address,
yeah,
my insurance premium probably dropped by like $500. No lie.
really?
And my parents used to always tell me like where you live, it really does like depend on your insurance rates. And I'm thinking it's normal for people to be driving crazy,
Yeah.
crazy as hell all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's literally just over there. Like where I live, where you see how you see people driving in Antioch, you do not see that.
See, wow.
Crazy.
I don't be out there enough to know to see driving skills, but I do know they have a name for this. I think it's come from because of all the apartments over there now. A lot of young people live over there now and probably don't take care of this stuff. So Antioch just kind of went down in that sense. But my history knowing that Antioch is it was on higher up, but now it's a little different. You got the drug stuff going on over there too. So it is, what it is. I know, we got some friends that's trying to bring up the nightlife back over there. Shout out to Chris with the V. He's trying to do something. But I think, and they do got the new Tango outlet. So I think that's going to help out.
I went over there for the first time like a few days ago.
For real.
Yeah, like 2 days.
I haven't shopped in the other day.
I ain't look. My old neighbor, I asked her like when she said something about the Tango outlets. I was like, dang, I don't know if that's like the best location for that because like I know what be going on in Antioch. She was like, no, ain't nothing gonna happen over there. Like it's gonna be good. And like a week after we talked about that, that's when somebody I think ran out Michael Kors or something.
Man,
yeah,
it was.
I seen that.
I did too. I had a Canada help save it. Saved all the clothes. Yeah.
Right, saying names and everything. Like,
I did, didn't I? I was good. So, man, look, man. What's in store for you, man, period, for 2024, man?
In 2024, the main thing is the studio. I really want to get that up and running because at that point, I think I'll really like be able to take what's sleep to different levels. Because right now, like where I record at, it's in a very like safe apartment. But at the end of the day, I still don't. I can't let everybody just come in. Because at the end of the day, like that is where like I stay, and I can't let everybody book that. I know a lot of people be upset about that, but I just can't let somebody that what be the Instagram name like backdoor whatever.
Yeah,
like I can't let you book me
right.
for an interview or a freestyle anything like that. So the plan is like I do need to get that stuff like out of my place, and I will once I get the studio. But really, man, I'm just trying to keep on going with sleep because since like January, I really been seeing a lot of growth. Like January 2024. Really in the beginning of February, I realized like I was like, man, I've been seeing like a lot of engagement, a lot of likes, just all around the board on what sleep. So I went up and added all the numbers. Like I really did. Well, what sleep really did like a million plus that month. I was like, dang, I'm trying to keep this going, and it did it in February too. But seeing that January numbers, like it opened my eyes. It made me like, okay, I really got something. I really need to keep this going. So studio, keep trying to grow that. I need to get like some type of sign that I can travel with because every time I do my videos, I like to always like I'm big on my branding, so I want to always have my logo somewhere showing. So I need to get a sign so I can travel with it because there's a lot of people that like I talk to mainly in Memphis and Detroit that like I need to get there. I need to get some content because it's just gonna spread what's sleeping also. I mean, just having like a lit rapper out there, like that's gonna just take it off more. So Dame Dot, Joseph is fast. Detroit, like it's a lot of people in Detroit that I'm already connected with that I need to. So growing studio, also traveling to make some content. For the most part, I still do most of my content.
I mean, first off, off air, I'm gonna get you in contact with somebody who's making a sign, who actually gonna make a sign for us too. Yeah, I got you on that.
That you can travel with.
Yeah,
Okay,
shit.
nice. Yeah, that's really
Yeah,
what I need.
that's
And then I want to start traveling.
most there. Traveling is something that me and Ken also talked about. I know he reached out to some cats in Philly, and I reached out to another group in Philly too. So like they are all kind of connected. We're gonna get out there eventually. We got some connections in Chicago too. Um, and I think that both our platforms at this stage, we need to start um, reaching out outside of Nashville too, bringing in, and also outside of our own race sometimes too. I've noticed, especially on Instagram feed, when we interview my guy Junior, he's Hispanic, but he got motion. But you getting his crowd, his friends. They seeing what you got going on,
Yeah,
and
they
it
need
just
to tap
look
in with you in the right person.
right. So yeah, we can expand on that. But I'm proud of you, man. I'm glad that Becky City set this up.
Thank
Yeah, don't let her head get too big. She already is already exploding right now. But right. But shout out to her for that, man. And again, man, I'm glad to have you on our platform and
Yeah, I
get to
appreciate
get
y'all.
almost that honor, bro. Honor, man. But yeah, man. Look, y'all check in. What Sleep TV. Look forward to us being on theirs too, man. It's happening. Stay tuned.